My son, Kal-El, last survivor of the planet Krypton. Once again 'tis I, your father, Jor-El, here to speak with you in this, your fortress of solitude. And I should tell you that by ancient decree I am required to always restate the premise of these things every time I do them, which is kind of awkward. But, Kal-El, I knew this day would come. I saw on your Facebook page that your relationship status was, it's complicated. And by the way, have you seen the movie It's Complicated? It is a delightful rom-com. But speaking of rom, or more specifically romance, you have come to tell me that you are in love with Lois Lane and that you wish to consummate this love. Well, Kal-El, I should warn you that if you go through with this, you will lose all of your superpowers. And this brings forth a profound moral dilemma. Your need for love versus your obligation to humanity. And my son, I want you to think long and hard about this. Think deeply, be introspective, really come up with something that is a... What about oral sex? Is it okay if I have oral sex? Well, actually, yes. Now that I think of it, you can. You can have all the oral sex you want and not lose your superpowers. But I don't think this solves your problem because your love for Lois Lane is deep and whole, and you want to go all the way with that. And can't talk, getting a Hummer from Lois. Okay, son. That's great. But you know what? There are consequences, and there are other things that you should think about. And I have to tell you that... Oh my God, I just shot my superload into Lois and blew the back of her head off. You see, this is what I was just trying to warn you about. Now you've basically murdered your girlfriend. You've put your mission on Earth at risk. You have to be more responsible about these things, Kal-El. You really have to... Problem solved, just flew up into outer space, spun the Earth's axis backwards, sent everything back in time, and now Lois is alive again. Everything's cool. Okay, fine. But you were warned in no uncertain terms that you are never to interfere with the history of the Earth unless it solves a third act problem. But I really don't think that is the case here. And I really think you have to wonder, Kal-El, is are you really willing to fly up into outer space and make the Earth go backwards every time just so that you can get a blowjob? Now, really, what is your answer about that? Actually, since you just started talking a few seconds ago, I've done this 4 times. Really, 4 times in the last few seconds, you've super spooged Lois Lane to death. Well, talk about faster than a speeding bullet. Am I right, Lois? Back me up on this one, ladies.